Trexperts would like to begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which this show is created. We pay our respects to their elders past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today.
You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
It's Trexperts Quiz Live! Starring Ashlyn from the Dura Sisters, Sam from Love at First Contact, Julian from Strange New Pod, and Lars from the Red Shirt Geeks. With Amy Nelson as scorekeeper. And your Trexpert host, Davey Willett. This week's quiz is Reason for the Season, Picard, Season 3. Trexperts Quiz is the Star Trek-inspired trivia podcast, where each episode we put a stack of self-proclaimed Star Trek experts or Trexperts into a head-to-head battle to see who comes out as the ultimate nerd to bring glory to themselves and their houses. The game consists of 4 trivia rounds, 3 rounds of 9 questions, and a final warp speed round of 20 questions. Each question is worth at least 1 point. Who will be the ultimate Trexpert in our epic season finale? Well, hello there, everyone, my dear listeners and viewers. Welcome to the live Season 1 finale of the Trexperts Quiz, a podcast home here on the BQN. For those who haven't seen us before, I feel like a lot of you in the chat today probably have. This is the Star Trek-inspired trivia podcast where each week we put a bunch of self-proclaimed Star Trek experts head-to-head in a battle for nerd supremacy to bring glory to themselves and their houses. I am your host, Davey Willett. I go by the pronouns he and him, and it is my pleasure to have you joining me on this legacy journey of Star Trek knowledge today. Before we begin, I'd like to give a very big shout out to all our BQN patrons, especially a big thank you to this show's associate producers, Matt Harker, Jason Anderson, and Lars Desenza from the Red Shirt Geeks. Thank you so much for your support. You help bring this show to everyone week on week. And don't forget as well, you can help the Trexperts Quiz and all the other shows on the BQN by becoming a patron at patreon.com/BQN. Now, this is exciting today. We normally have 2 guests on the show, but because this is our season finale and because it's live, we have not 2, but 4 guests, and it is an absolute star-studded lineup of Star Trek podcasting talent. But before we meet any of them, I have to give a bit of love to my co-host today, who's here to scorekeep and adjudicate, keep me honest, from all over the BQN airwaves. It is Councillor Amy Nelson. Councillor Amy Nelson, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello.
Hello.
Can you see me?
I can see you. I can see you. I can hear you and see you, which are two of my favorite things when it comes to you, really. So that's just
Oh.
fabulous. Welcome back. How you going?
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. What an amazing season and to be doing trivia, just the best. Yes.
It's it was a no-brainer to have you as co-host today. You've been such a huge support to me and this show in its first season, not only as a dear friend and a guest and a scorekeeper on many occasions, but also welcoming me into the BQN family. So thank you so much for all of your support.
Absolutely. We're just glad that you're playing in our sandbox. So thanks.
And what a sandbox it is. And, everyone, Amy is going to be playing along with all of you in the chat today as well. So I can see quite a few of you in there already. So please feel free you can play along at home. Our guests have promised that they're not going to be looking at the chat to steal the answers off you. Please engage and play along with us. And Amy, I always ask this of the scorekeeper every episode. You've read the questions. It's all about Picard season 3 today.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do they look?
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Guys, you really should be getting these. Because it's so fresh and it's just so memorable. Like you guys are going to be doing great. I'm excited to see in the chat and our contestants.
Absolutely. And I think every podcaster has been reviewing the absolute shit out of Picard season 3 over the last 10 weeks, analyzing every scene. So I think this should be a very competitive game.
Yes, I agree.
All right, so Haven has just asked in the chat if all the questions are about season 3 of Picard. Haven, yes, they are. This is a reason for the season game, Picard season 3. So I think let's get straight down into it. Let's meet one of our first Trexperts. I'm going to beam in none other than Ashlyn. Ashlyn from the Duros sisters. Hello there.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here after my humiliating defeat last time.
That's all right. Amy's lost twice, so.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Yeah, it was a Klingon quiz, and I'm here. This is my redemption part 2 episode.
Well, let's see how you go, and it is so exciting to have you back. The Duros sisters. Since I got into this podcasting game, you have been one of my absolute favorite shows to listen to. So it's always an honor when I have either you or Rihanna on. Now, I want to ask you one quick question, which I'm going to ask everyone today. Picard season 3. What's your top moment, standout moment from the season?
Very hard to choose. There are so many amazing moments, but I'm going to have to go with my favorite shot of probably the entire season. It's when Picard and Jack are on the Borg ship. He's like just gotten Jack out of being like a part of the Borg, and the Enterprise D is floating above them. And just that shot, I cried, I cheered. It was fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful moment for me.
It's all the things we've wanted to see the Enterprise ever do, right? That we've probably had to recreate in Star Trek Online to get anywhere even close to that kind of vision of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
That is great choice. Great choice. Now, Ashlyn, we have got so many people for you to meet today as your competitors. So we're going to beam the second one in. Our second Trexpert is none other than Sam from Love at First Contact. Sam, come in. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can. And here you are, studded up in trill spots. You've had a fresh shave, smooth as an android's bottom. You're looking fabulous today. Welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be here. 5th time on the show. Very, very glad to be back.
Yeah, Sam has been an integral part of this program since it began, and my partner Anthony and I just appeared on his show. Now, if you really want to hear someone who does not know a thing about Star Trek try and explain a random episode of TNG, go and listen to that because it's hilarious. So Sam, same question for you. Standout moment from season 3 of Picard.
That's a real toughie, but I think I have to go with when they opened Bay 12 on the Fleet Museum and we got our first shot of the Enterprise D. I bawled my eyes out that night.
Did not expect that I would cry so much over that. And it's been
Same.
universal. Everyone's been... you talk to anyone, they're like, I cried. Through like the last 2 episodes, it was just bawling my eyes out. And it wasn't like anything tragic was happening. It was like tears of beauty and joy.
Exactly. It's like going home again.
Yeah, and just FYI, I can see you're getting some love for your spots in the chat, by the way. All right, let's meet your third competitor from Strange New Pod. It's Julian. Julian, come in. Can you hear us?
Hello, Davey.
So exciting. Julian's back. Hopefully, he told me before the show he really wants to redeem himself after losing to Giraffe, who is in the chat, who's here to really see how...
Tests me. She tests me. I see you, Giraffe.
Welcome back, Julian. Same question for you. Top moment from season 3.
I feel like we're all going the same place, right? It's you know, I really want to say it's when the turbo lift doors open and you see like the TNG actual turbo lift and they just walk out, but I think it has to go to when John Luke does the tuck of the shirt and says "make it so." It sounded like he was in his 40s again. And Davey, you just said it. I was literally crying for the last half hour of that episode. It was just when he said "make it so," I lost it. Such an awesome moment. Loved it.
And a lot of people have commented on how Patrick Stewart seemed to have an entirely different energy in season 3. He was very much an old man in seasons 1 and 2, but there was this youthful exuberance about him with the rest of the cast. And yeah, gorgeous to see, right?
He needs like an Emmy for this season. He acted his ass off. I mean, not that he doesn't always, but he did, especially this season. And
that should be a category of Emmy, really.
Acting your ass off?
Person who acted their ass off. I can say you got a drink there. What's your beverage this evening?
Okay, so this is actually a very, very quick story, but it's a good one. My wife went to London a few weeks ago, and she knows I love gin, and she brought me back a raspberry and blackberry infused Bombay gin.
Hello.
So that gin with just some tonic and a squeeze of lemon, and it is delicious.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoy that throughout the show, and it doesn't slow down your reaction time too much.
Hopefully not.
We're going to meet your final Trexpert competitor today. I'm going to beam him in now. It's Lars Descenza from Treknicity and the Red Shirt Geeks. Lars, welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Sorry, I was busy practicing my Kirk Fu.
Your Kirk Fu?
For the...
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, you pulled it off flawlessly. Yeah.
I wasn't just throwing random gang signs, you know.
So, Lars, of course, same question to you. Highlight of season 3 of Picard.
So I will say that it was probably the first time that I've ever been made to cry while watching Star Trek. And for me, it is the most prolific moment in the entire 3rd season. And that is when you know that Shaw is dead. When he stops dead naming 7 of 9 and hands her the ship. And the thing is, you have such a character who they made it so easy to hate that you thought it was going to be this whole season of this guy just being a complete asshole. And nope, he redeemed himself in
100%
fantastic fashion.
Oh, I think we've got a bit of lag. Oh no, we're live. Lars, come back.
Come back, Lars.
I absolutely cried for the bit.
Oh good. Oh,
no,
good.
I'm back.
You are live. Yeah. Oh good. Oh, good. Oh, good. It wouldn't be a live show without a technical hiccup like that. We did get most of your answer, though, which was great. All right. Well, obviously, we're all...
Because it was just me waffling on, like usual.
Yeah. So obviously we're all here today to take on the final quiz for season 1 of Trexperts, which is Reason for the Season, Picard season 3. I reckon we just get straight into it. What do we reckon? We just dive into it. All right. Your first round today, everyone, is going to be a general knowledge round. Play the video. All right, hands on buzzers, everyone. You all know how this works. You've all been on the show before. If you're in the chat, you know how it works too. Question 1. What was the name of Beverly and Jack's ship?
Okay, so Davey, I can't see who's buzzing in.
You can't? That's okay. I can. Julian.
Okay.
Hello. It was the Mariposa vessel Alios 12.
That is correct.
That is indeed correct. Julian, I'm going to give you the opportunity for a bonus point here. What was the registry of the Ilios?
You know, this is one of the notes that I took, and I don't remember. I'm just gonna take a 2023 2023.
Negative.
I'm afraid not. I will open that question up to someone else if they would like to buzz in. Nope. And everyone knows the registry? All good, all good.
Unable to comply.
The registry was an NAR 59019. It was a bit of a stretch that someone
That's
might
what I
know.
was going to say.
You're like,
Ah!
It was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah.
tip of my tongue. Look, I thought that might be the case. I could see you were kind of like...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's an R in there somewhere.
All right, good start there from Julian. Let's jump on to your second question. What did the virus known as Hellbird do? Julian.
It added 3 digits to all of the coordinates on the Enterprise during Locutus's time as, the head of the Borg.
That is correct.
That is indeed correct. How are our people going in the chat, Amy? We've got...
Oh, they're doing fine.
No.
Haven't seen any answers yet, so come on, chat people.
Yeah, come on, play along, everyone. Although there's a lot of love for Julian happening at the moment, which is great. All right, so come on, everyone. Don't let him get too far in front too soon. Let's not let him get... I mean, I'm rooting for all of you, but like... Okay, third question. What year is Picard Season 3 set? Julian again.
Damn.
2401.
That is correct.
That is correct. Well done. Well
Keep
done.
drinking. Just
I was
keep-
like, he's drinking in victory. Yeah.
keep it going back.
I can see a couple
All
of
right,
different
we
answers.
have Haven and Chrissy getting that year right in the chat. Good job, guys.
Well done, Haven and Chrissy. The amazing Haven as well, who's been a huge support to this show during season 1 and taught me a lot about using overlays and OBS Studio. So we love Haven. Thank you. All right, your next question. What codec was used to encrypt Beverly's... Julian.
Myriad.
That is correct.
Wow.
Wow.
Man. I hit the button like before you even finish the question, and he pipped me.
Well done. Well done. Cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. What starship did the drive section of the Enterprise D come from? Julian.
Syracuse.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct. Which I also had to go and... I looked up the answer to that. Then I had to go and rewatch the episode to remind myself how to pronounce it.
It's really cool, too. If you zoom in on the Enterprise D, like over where the photon torpedo launcher is, it actually still says Syracuse on it. It's really neat.
Yeah. Level of detail was actually amazing, and there's some some interesting commentary happening in the chat there, Amy. I think most people just sort of seem to be complimenting Julian on his speed.
Well, it's a little dangerous. Some know.
I know that far too well. It hurt me last time I was on.
All right, next question. It's an easy one. What planet was the Fleet Museum in orbit of? Oh, Lars.
Aten Prime.
That is correct.
It was indeed Ethan Prime. Well done. That is a point for Lars. Now, question 7 of 9. Now, I'm just going to say, if you let Lars get this one, he's not Lars, sorry, Julian. I know who you all are. If you let Julian get this one, he's going to tear right out in front because it's 5 points in question 7 of 9 for this round. What 5 ships does Seven and Jack take a look at, Julian?
The USS New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
The USS Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
The Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
The Defiant.
Mm-hmm.
And the Enterprise A.
That is correct.
That is correct. 5.
You know, there's like a daybed over like in the other. I'm just gonna go and hang out there. Okay, you guys call me back when when Julian passes out. Okay. Well done, Knight.
I'll drink more.
Wow, that was in the almost exact opposite order that was listed.
I mean,
Copy of the answer king? What's going on?
I have nothing.
at some point, just respect, you know?
Ask Giraffe. I made a list when we were talking about this episode. It's ingrained.
Is there anyone in the chat who may have matched Julian with that?
Oh, we have quite a few. And Chrissy comments, I can't type that fast.
Well done. It's a very good start. All right, second last question. Picard's toast in the final episode comes from where? Julian.
I think this is wrong. I know it's Shakespeare, but is Shakespeare the acceptable answer? Or do I need to give the play too?
Yeah, I need a bit more than that.
The Tempest?
That's not the answer I have,
Negative.
I'm afraid. Anyone else? Oh, I missed who that was. I think it was Ashlyn.
I was going to say Richard III.
Negative.
No. Lars?
12th Night.
No.
Negative.
Sam, do you want to have a stab?
Ooh, King Lear?
No.
Negative.
I don't know why I had to stop.
We all
and
know
think.
our Shakespeare, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
We got that.
We
Well,
failed.
listen, we do have our expert of history with the Zalagis, Chrissy, who got the answer correct, and it is Julius Caesar. And she added, spoken by Brutus. So I think she gets an extra point there.
Wow.
Well done, Chrissy.
Crusade.
Yeah. And and spoken so beautifully by Sir Pat. Like I didn't know it was Shakespeare. I didn't know the quote. I knew it was Shakespeare just from the way he held up his glass and the vibrato and beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right, let's move on. It's your final question. Now you were given a little homework before the episode. At the end of the season, when Seven has taken command, they all turn to hear her, engage like catchphrase, but it fades to black. I want you all, one at a time, to tell me what you think Seven's catchphrase might be. I'll start with Sam.
I'm gonna pull a classic from Voyager and say that it's "Warp will now commence."
What will now commence? All right. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Amy's going to take note of these. We're going to get a bit of audience reaction and see who gets the point for this one. Ashlyn, what do you think Seven's catchphrase might be?
Similar minds. I'm going to say fun will now commence.
Fun one. Beautiful. And Lars?
Well, I'm going to break the mold here, and I'm going to say her phrase is, let's make like a bunch of hippies and blow this joint.
You get a round of applause for that. And Julian, what do you think Seven's catchphrase would be?
Seven's got that like awesome just captain's demeanor in the chair. I think she would just say, "Let's go."
Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, there's some good answers there. Amy, what's the sentiment in the chat?
Well, I like Haven Studios, who says warp speed comply. I like comply. I think that, that's really good. So Haven, that point goes to you in the chat. And for the round, I am going to give the point to Sam. Warp. Oh, now. Oh, wait, what was it?
Warp will now commence.
Yes, that's the one I'm going for.
Well done. Beautiful. So that's a point to Sam. And that brings us to the end of our first round. I think we know where we ended up, but Amy, would you like to enlighten us?
Yes. Well, we have Julian out front with 10 points and a tight race for number 2. Sam and Lars tied at 1. And Ashlyn, I just know you're going to come on up with some points.
Warming up. Yep. Yep.
All right. Well done. And Julian, congratulations, by the way. As much as I like to throw shade at you, that was stunning. Such a good first
shade
round.
that you and I throw at each other, sir, are legendary, and I live for it. So thank you.
All right, so we're going to move on to our second round now. Now, our second round is a little bit different. It's something I haven't done before. This round is all about something that Picard Season 3 was full of, and that is Easter eggs. And so, Easter eggs in Picard Season 3. Now, there were a lot. Like, researching this round, I had so many blog posts, so many lists, and it was hard to pick which would be the right ones. So let's see how you go spotting the Picard Easter eggs. Just how close were you paying attention? Hands on buzzers. Let's dive in with your first question for this round. How was Pulaski included in Season 3? Sam?
One of the ships during Frontier Day was named the USS Pulaski.
That is correct.
That is correct. She was a starship.
Like her role in Season 2.
Oh.
Got him.
Cold and rigid.
Yeah.
Live, can't edit some of this out. All right. Second question. President Chekhov's first name was a reference. Julian?
to Anton Yelchin.
Yeah,
That
like
is
I'm
correct.
telling you.
That is correct. It was a reference to Anton Yelchin. Well done, Julian. Well done. Third question. Who was the Red Lady? Sam.
Ooh, the Borg Queen?
Negative.
Not the answer I'm looking for. Anyone else want to buzz in? Lars?
Oh, I'm locked.
Rachel Garrett.
It was Rachel Garrett.
That is correct.
Took us a while to get there. How are they going in the chat, Amy?
Well, we've got a couple Bevs, but yes, Rachel Garrett is the consensus.
Yes, Rachel Garrett, referring to the statue out the front of the Starfleet Recruitment Center, which was portaled into oblivion. I still find it very hard that only 100 or so people died in that catastrophe, but
Yes.
sure. Sure.
Have you seen the episode of Lower Decks where they were trying to recruit people? I mean, 100 is about bang on.
It's true.
Great reference.
But the entire building was crushed into like downtown of whatever city that was.
It's
They're
just
being
the
kind
staff.
with that number. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps it was an recruiter's in-service day.
It was maybe it just got dropped onto a bunch of abandoned warehouses, and it reminds me of when I was a teenager. I used to love the Power Rangers, and there's an episode where there's these ships flying around, they're blowing up all these buildings, and then you must think so many people are dying, and then all of a sudden one of the Power Rangers shouts out, "Look, it's flying over the abandoned warehouse district."
Wonderful.
Because of course it is.
How fortunate.
All right, your next Easter egg question is, what was the name of the Titan shuttle that Picard and Riker borrowed? Julian?
The Savick.
It was the Savick.
That is correct.
That is indeed correct. Ashlyn, just
I know, man.
Is
I'm
he-
buzzing.
Okay, cool. Just
I'm
checking.
buzzing.
Sorry.
Next question. Which composer is Worf listening to when he first Julian?
Berlioz.
That is correct.
I
That
can't
is
believe this.
correct. I'm gonna clear the buzzer for the bonus question here. What is this a callback to? Sam.
First Contact, Picard listens to it after the Enterprise is sidelined during the Borg invasion.
That is correct.
That is indeed correct. Giraffe is rooting for you, but from the looks of it. People getting. It looks like people are doing quite well in the chat, though, Amy.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Go,
Or-
Ash, go.
Now, the next one is another 5 points. Oh no, sorry, I missed one. I've missed one. All right, so Amy, you added Sam's point to the wrong question there. It should be up above.
Oh.
During a flashback scene, a group of young Starfleet officers ask Picard about facing off against which Voyager? Julian.
The Hirogen.
Damn, man, come on.
I know.
Dude,
That is correct.
Yep, it was the
look
Hirogen.
at that smile. That so shy smile.
He's
like,
just kind of turning.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just know what it is. I just,
Yeah.
He has his inner Vatic going right now.
Yeah.
I do. I'm gonna cut off my hand soon.
Yes.
So now we're up to question 7 of 9, which is
Okay.
worth a big 5 points. Now, it's possible I'm going to have missed something here, and it's possible that my answers to this could be a little contentious. So we're going to give it a go anyway. Name all the former Trek characters to appear that are not the core cast, Seven, or Raffi. Julian?
Yeah, go ahead, Julian. We knew you were going to do that.
Ro Laren,
Yes.
Elizabeth Shelby.
Correct.
Oh boy. That's two. There's 3 more apparently. Does Tasha count with the thingy, the throwback?
I didn't have Tasha, no.
Because Data holds. Does Spot count? Spot is a character, damn it.
He could, but not one of the answers I have. And you've got 2 points there. I think we're gonna throw it over to. I'm gonna clear
I
the
think that's
buzzer.
fair. That's what I got.
I'm about to clear the buzzers, everyone. So first one in, Ashlyn.
Tuvok.
Tuvok, yes.
Tuvok. Does lore count?
No, I didn't have law.
Okay. Q.
Q, yes.
And then that's all I have.
All right. There's one more I'm looking for. Sam or Lars, if you'd like to buzz in. Sam?
To take a long shot, is it the Borg Queen?
That is correct.
I was indeed
Nice.
looking for
Okay.
that.
Nice.
Well done, everybody.
Two points on the board. Ashlyn, well done. Dear. Do we have consensus, Amy, in the chat? How do people feel about that one?
Oh, yeah. They were all over it. Moriarty. Spot was also mentioned.
Oh, I didn't include Moriarty. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Chekhov, kind of. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was like, Tuvok, man, come on.
Yeah.
That was for you,
I
Jim.
guarantee you that's Giraffe.
Yeah.
Yeah, giraffe is like, yeah, and also
Just-
spot is how it's written. Well done, everyone. Well done. We've got some more points up on the board there. Let's clear the buzzer for your second last question. What is the funny or interesting link about Captain Seven being captain of the Enterprise G? Julian.
It's the iterations of how many enterprises to bear the name. It's I think it's like the 7th iteration and the 9th captain or something along those lines.
That is correct.
More or less, yes. So the main thing I had is that it is the 7th ship to carry a prefix. I actually did not pick up on the fact that it was also the 9th ship to bear the name. So that is very well done. Very, very clever. Terry's great like that.
Dude is a genius.
And I think we got a few people who got that right in the chat as well. Amy?
Yes.
Who we got?
Yep. It is the 7th Enterprise. Yep.
Haven, Jim, well done, well done. And Chrissy didn't make the connection either between it being 7 of 9.
Well, then Chrissy didn't listen to Galaxy Class.
Way to support the network, Chrissy. All right, your final question for the Easter eggs round is, who is the voice... Oh, hang on.
Sorry, buzzers.
There we go. I told you I'd do it at least once. We're live. We can't edit it out. Yay. Who is the voice of the space dock controller as Picard and Beverly's shuttle approaches the Enterprise G? Ashlyn.
I'm just guessing it. Majel Barrett. No.
Negative.
It was not Majel Barrett. Anyone want it? Julian?
Was it Lieutenant Mura from the Titan?
Negative.
No. Who do you think might have done the voice? Anyone? Lars, Sam, do you want to have a crack? Haven's asking what's the question again? The question is, who is the voice of the space dock controller as Picard and Beverly's shuttle approaches the Enterprise G? So it's someone communicating with them over comms whilst they're in the shuttle.
We have one person in the chat who knows.
Who's got? Yeah, one person's got it. One person's got it. Sam.
I'm going to take a wild guess here and say Will Wheaton.
Negative.
That would have been cool, but no.
That would have been really cool.
Come on, Lars. You get a free shot at it. It could be anyone.
I can't even think of I mean, all I can hear is I keep hearing the voice of the dock controller from I want to say Star Trek 5 or Star Trek 6. But no, obviously not. That's not going to be it.
Negative.
No, and I think this is the first question or game that no one's been able to get. So you're going to kick yourself. It was Terry Metalis.
Of course it
Okay.
was.
Okay.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Well done to, I think it was Jez16, Amy, who got that
Gen
one. 16.
16. Yeah.
Yeah, who also did not realize that they were allowed to play along in the chat. Fabulous. We've got some more points on the board. We do have a clear leader, but Amy, how's it all looking?
Look, this was a great round. Ashton, you got 2 points. Sam got 3 more. Julian, you got 6 more. And Lars, you got 1. So everyone got points. Points for everyone.
You get a
So
point.
that brings us up
Apparently,
to our total with Ashlyn, you have 2. Lars, you have 2. Sam, 4. And Julian, 16.
Whoa.
Woo!
Woo.
Yeah, we refer to this as a blowout.
That's quite the lead, Julian. That's quite the lead. You're looking pretty smug, by the way. You're like,
I'm trying to be humble, man.
Yeah.
I need some humble pie.
yeah, that's right. I just host a really popular podcast, and I just know my shit. All right.
I was gonna drink my drink now. I need another. Another.
Snooty.
Another.
yeah.
As snooty as a bottle of Chateau Picard.
I already drank it on finale day. It's gone.
It's really dry.
It's not good.
Yeah.
All those references to sour mead in the season is true. It's Chateau Picard is not very good.
I've heard that. But is the Romulan ale vodka any good?
It's the best. It is the best vodka I've ever had.
Amazing.
And that's because it's from San Diego.
There you go.
Fun fact you
Okay.
didn't know.
Did not know that San Diego was well known for its vodka. Although Haven has said that from here on out, Julian, you're restricted to Warp 5. Sorry. So just they're trying to slow you down a little bit.
I'm a warp 9.975 kind of guy. Sorry, Haven.
At least he's not at threshold. Thank God.
I'm not turning into a lizard baby yet.
Yeah.
I need like 5 more of these first.
Yes. Yes.
Dear. And our friend Chrissy from the BQN said that we're probably going to find out that you're genetically engineered by the end of this episode. So keeping secrets.
You guys see that light on his head, like when Barclay in the nth degree.
Yes.
Are you saying that I have a shiny forehead? God damn it, man. I'm going to turn off my ring light now.
yeah. Now the shade's just going to come at you from everywhere. Everyone's just...
Davey's got a shiny head too.
Rihanna says, well, I mean, they both are named Julian.
Both,
true.
both genetically engineered. Very well spotted, Rihanna. Well done. All right, we're going to move into your third round. This was a fun round to put together, and I think it makes sense when it comes to Picard Season 3. This round is called Those Closing Credits.
We're like, all right.
All right. Now, I mean, they were stunning, right? Absolutely stunning. I mean, how many of us have probably fawned all over them on our own shows? I've got a very nice TV out in my living room, and sometimes I would watch the closing credits and then rewind and watch them again because they just looked so pretty. So this round is questions all from the credits. So hope you were paying close attention. I know you probably all were, because I know at the start of the season we were all analyzing the hell out of those credits to try and figure out what was going to happen. And well done for doing that in those credits as well and giving us such a nice little trail of breadcrumbs to follow. So let's dive in with your first question. Nice easy one, hands on buzzers. What song do the musical notes represent? Lars.
Up goes the weasel.
That is correct.
That is correct. The first people to reveal that to me were the Galaxy Class team, which is Amy's podcast, where our good friend Joe actually went and paused it and played it on a piano and figured out what it was. All right, the second question. Which holodeck program is being... Sam.
10 forward, LA, safety protocols off.
That is correct.
I would have settled for just 10 forward. LA. Yep. How are we going in the chat?
Oh, they're getting it. They got Pop Goes the Weasel and 10 Forward. Yes.
Our good friend MC. Hello, MC. Good friend
Hi,
of the
MC.
show. Contestant and scorekeeper to the stars. All right, next question. We. Yes, Lars?
All right. Complete misfire. All right.
No, have a go. What do you think it is?
The answer is Mitch. Mitch.
Insufficient data.
Right, no. All right. The question was, we see the official damage report of which ship? Julian.
The Stargazer.
Negative.
Ooh. Okay.
I am less shocked.
Buzzers are back open.
Am I allowed to do it again?
Ashlyn.
Titan?
Negative.
Sam or Lars, I'll let you have another shot after your finger fumble.
I will say, oh, I just blanked. Damn. Sorry.
Unable to comply.
Sam, you get a free shot at it. It appears
it
very briefly.
Is it the Shrike?
Negative.
No, it is the USS Constance, which was short.
Everyone was screaming it in the chat. Like everyone. I'm very impressed. I didn't know. And I look at the chat and everyone's got it. MC, Rihanna, Chrissy, Spotted Giraffe. Wow.
Giraffes is the funniest. She's like, Constance! And then it's like, oh my god, people, the Constance!
I will say there is a damage report for the Stargazer in there too, or something along the
Is there?
There is. There is.
Oh, it's there now.
There is indeed.
Can anyone validate this? Do I need to bring it up? Like,
We'll go to the official match, Judge.
we'll have to check that afterwards. Unless anyone in
Fair.
unless anyone in the chat agrees with Julian.
No, but Jez16 says, someone say Angela Lansbury. Nice call back there, Jez.
Oh dear. Someone MC's like Davey and Julian are about to throw down. Now, there was a bonus point for this question, which I feel it's fairly redundant to ask it at this point, but in that same scene where you see the damage report for the Constance, it gives you the star date in which it was lost. Does anyone know what star date that was? Julian.
4400.23. I know it's so
Negative.
damn close.
Hey, I'm going to give a half point.
I think you've got to.
Yeah. Unless you want to go full point, but definitely half.
Definitely half, because that's
Okay.
impressive. Did anyone actually know what it fully was? All right, so Julian, it's ridiculous how good that was. It was 4400.2.3. You said 0.23.
Oh.
Come on, don't you know star dates?
No.
I literally watched this scene today because I had a feeling the Constance would come up.
Oh
So,
dear.
oh God. Oh.
That was
No.
shame for not knowing where
You
your
were right. You
not knowing where your decimal points are in your star dates. Dear, and I think everyone agrees that that was the Wolf 359 date, which is I think why it's easy to remember. All right, next question. We see a starship around space dock with the registry NCC 80107. Which starship is this? Julian.
Is it the Intrepid?
Negative.
It is not the Intrepid. Sam.
Is it the Excelsior?
Negative.
Not the Excelsior. No one in the chat's got it yet. Lars or Ashlyn, you want to buzz in? Lars?
I'll just say Voyager.
Negative.
Ashlyn, do you want to take a guess?
Hikaru, I saw that.
Negative.
No. The name of the ship was the USS Ganymede.
Good for Ganymede. Yeah.
Is that an Expanse reference?
It could be. It could be.
Ganymede.
Now, I actually had to look it up because I think you only just see the actual registry. Now, the reason why I put the question in here is I thought we've all probably analysed those credits so much that someone would have gone and Googled what ship that was. All right. So, actually, did anyone end up getting that in the chat, Amy?
No.
No. There you go.
Stumped them all.
Stumped them all.
Davey.
Yep, just stumped the world with that one.
Yes, yes.
All right, your next question. We're a little bit more low scoring on this round, by the way. The Myriad codec required what authorization code? Julian.
Authorization Picard 47 Alpha Tango.
That is correct.
Well done. Well done. And so casual as well. Just so casual. Yeah. It's obviously Picard 47.
I've quoted that so many times. Sitting in a lazy boy pretending to be Captain Picard. Authorization Picard 47 Alpha Tango.
It looks like someone. I think Haven went back and watched the end credits.
Yes.
What's the report, Amy, on whether the Stargazer was?
So, yes, just watched the end credits on iPad, Haven. Good job. And says the Stargazer is only mentioned as one of the ships surrounding the Fleet Museum.
Oh, there we go.
Not.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm talking about is not the new Stargazer, is Jean-Luc's old Stargazer. Alex is nodding with me. He knows what I'm talking about.
And Haven says damage report was confirmed to be the Constance.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I bow.
Yeah. You have a massive lead. It's fine.
Nah, it can only get bigger. I'll start getting cocky. I'll do it.
Start. All right. So the next question is a 7 of 9. Now, I have 4 answers for this. And oh, did I miss one? I did. I keep missing the one before 7 of 9. This is question 6. Let's just go back up. Whose performance evaluation do we see during the closing credits? Sam.
7 of 9s by Captain Shaw.
Negative.
Buzz is back open. Julian.
Captain Shaw.
That is correct.
Oh, now we're getting, maybe I got this wrong. So let's have a look, because everyone's actually saying it's 7 of 9 in the chat. Haven, can you watch it again, please, and tell us?
I got to pray to the picture of Haven on my wall.
I mean, Spotted Giraffe does say Annika Hansen.
Yes. Uh-oh.
The official.
Now, I did look at. I thought it was Captain Shaw, but maybe it was 7s by Captain Shaw, and that's what I saw. I'm going to put a pin in that, and I'm going to ask if someone in the chat, maybe Haven, could just watch again for us and tell us what the real answer is. That would be fabulous.
Haven is the walking, talking memory alpha. They're awesome.
Absolutely,
yes,
they
fact
are.
checker.
Yeah, because Chrissy was saying it was redacted, so it might be questionable there.
All right. We'll wait to see if someone in the chat can confirm that for us, but whilst we do, we will jump on to the next question, which is, here we go. Reporting Officer Liam, name and rank commander, redacted. So Haven, what's the go there, buddy? Is it actually 7 of 9? Was Sam right? we're like, I need this resolved before I move on to the next question.
Well, if he's the reporting officer, it's not his
Yeah.
evaluation.
Yes. So correct. I think the point goes to
So
Sam. I think
Sam.
the point
Sam
goes to
gets
Sam.
the point.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Woo.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah. Giraffe was just like, it's 7, it's 7, it's 7, it's 7.
No, I can hear Giraffe voice in my head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giraffe's been cooped up at home all week. She's going stir crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well done, Sam. I'm sorry from the bottom of my
all right.
heart. All right. Let's finally move on to this question 7 of 9 because I've clearly been anxious to get onto it for the entire round. So I have 4 answers for this. I have 4. I wonder if anyone might think differently. First one to buzz in. And I'm going to say, as soon as you get one wrong, I'm going to cut you off. Name the 4 starships we see in the scene depicting the Fleet Museum. Sam.
Voyager,
Yes?
the Ranger.
No. The Ranger.
I swear the USS Ranger from Star Trek Online is at the very bottom.
I didn't have that, but I did have Voyager. I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to open the buzzer back up. Julian?
The New Jersey.
I didn't have the New Jersey. So I'm going to clear the buzzer. I'm going to open it back up. Ashlyn?
Defiant.
I don't have the Defiant either. Lars, do you know what the other 3 were?
I'll just take a stab. I'll say Enterprise.
Yes, the Enterprise is there. It's a point for Lars.
Stargazer.
No, I don't have the Stargazer. So this is, I think if you may be getting the New Jersey when it actually, in the actual scene in the show where you see it in the Fleet Museum, but in the end credits, it was Voyager, which Sam got, so that's a point. It was the Enterprise, which Lars got, so that's a point. It was the Pioneer from Star Trek Online, and the Excelsior.
Yeah, we've got good answers in the chat, but no one got the Excelsior. Got quite a few Pioneers and Voyager and Enterprise. So
Yeah. Haven got it, but they just watched the end credits twice to help validate. Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone in the chat. That was a tough one. One.
yeah.
All right, the next one. Finish this line. Do not seek blame. Julian.
I'm gonna blank. Do not seek blame. Do no harm.
Negative.
Incorrect. I'm going to open the buzzer back up. Do not seek blame. What comes next? Sam.
I'm gonna take another stab in the dark and say, "Do not seek anger."
That is correct.
Yes.
Well done.
I'm just laughing because I can see some of the reactions in the chat, Amy.
Yes, Chrissy and MC, do not seek anger. Question mark? Yes, you got it. That's right, MC.
Yeah. And Giraffe just in all capital letters. Julian! All right. Well done, Sam. Final question for the closing credits round. Which non-Federation device do we see during the... Julian?
Cloaking device.
That is correct.
That is indeed correct. Well done, everyone. That was one of the trickier rounds. To be honest, I was expecting that we would smooth through that one because I all know that we've all watched those credits so much. But well done. Well done. Amy, where are we sitting on the leaderboard?
Oh, listen, this was an exciting round because Sam got more points than Julian. Woo! 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 Woohoo! With 4 points, Julian 2.5. You can thank me later for that half point. Lars, you got 2 points. Yes.
Well done, everyone. So, Sam, there is definitely a pathway to victory for you here. We are about to go into warp. Zoom!
Let's go.
All right, here we are.
That's the warp line.
Let's go. Comply.
Well, we will go with our phrase, warp will now commence.
Warp
Yes.
will indeed now commence. So
Push.
here we are. We're in the warp field. We're in a static warp shell or a warp bubble or whatever you want to call it. So there is 20 points up for grabs here in the warp speed round. The questions are gonna come at you thick and fast. If I don't get an answer within a few seconds, I will move on to the next question. Standard rules apply. You do have to buzz in. Hands-on buzzers. Let's go. Question 1. When Worf first meets Raffi, what kind of tea is he making? Julian.
Chamomile.
That is correct.
Well done. What familiar human artifact did the Ferengi Sneed have in his possession? Julian.
Baseball.
That is correct.
Well done, Julian. From 2015 to 2018, Terry Matalas was leading which other sci-fi series? Julian.
12 Monkeys.
That is correct.
Well done. Terry Matalas appeared in which episode of Star Trek Enterprise? Sam.
Wasn't it the final? Don't remember its name.
I think we can probably go a half point for that. I will clear the buzzer. Does anyone? Ashlyn?
These are the voyages.
That is correct.
Correct. That is a point for Ashlyn. All right, next question. Where did Jack Crusher go to school? Julian?
That is
London.
correct.
Oh, wait, that is correct before you even answered. I just knew you were going to get it.
Now who's cocky?
Next question. We're led to believe he's about 20, but how old is Ed Spielers in real life? Sam.
Isn't he 32?
Negative.
Not correct. Buzzer's open again. Ashlyn.
29.
Negative.
Incorrect. Buzzer's back open. Julian.
33.
Negative.
Lars, you get one more.
I'm hitting it. Let's say 28.
Negative.
He was 35.
Oh. Okay.
What was the name of the Section 31 project that gave the changeling? Julian.
Proteus.
That is correct.
I thought you said produce then, but yes, it was Proteus.
I do like some produce too.
Name one of the 2 episodes directed by Jonathan Frakes. Julian.
No win scenario.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Clearing the buzzer, what was the other one? Ashlyn.
Imposters.
Negative.
Anyone else got it?
Unable to comply.
17 seconds. Ro Laren arrives aboard which starship? Julian?
The Intrepid.
That is correct.
Well done, well done. What is the registry of the Titan? Julian?
80102A.
That is correct.
That is indeed correct. Blasting through this, what was the name of the medical movement that Jack and Beverly worked for? Julian?
Mariposas.
That is correct.
That is correct. Vatic was also known as what?
Unable to comply.
The Marked Woman. The Shrike was armed with what type of missiles?
Unable to comply.
Antimatter. The Titan hides from Starfleet and the Shrike in which scrapyard? Sam.
Intaka 3?
It was
That is correct.
Chintaka. is correct, yes. How many changelings does Vatic claim that Section 31 experimented on? Lars.
7.
Negative.
Incorrect. Buzz is back open. Julian.
3.
Negative.
Buzz is open. Ashlyn. Sam. Sam.
6?
Negative.
Incorrect. Ashlyn.
7 to 9.
Throw a number out there, Ashlyn.
9. 9.
Negative.
So close. It was 10.
It was mentioned my 9 brothers and sisters, so with that
Yeah,
would make 10.
Indeed.
And we didn't have. Oh yeah, Chrissy got 10 in the chat. Well done.
Well done, Chrissy. Well done. Next question. What type of meditation does Worf claim to teach?
Unable to comply.
Mugatu meditation.
Oh,
That's right.
On what planet is Laris probably still sitting in a bar waiting for Picard? Julian.
Shall talk for.
That is correct.
Where's Beverly just wept?
Where's Laris?
I love that meme going around with Gowron.
Yeah.
Not today.
Second last question. What were Vadic's final words? Julian?
Fucking solids.
Yes.
That is correct.
It's the best. All right, and that brings us to our final question, and this was your second homework task. Now, all of you have been asked to prepare your own alternate ending to Picard Season 3. Now, I emailed you earlier in the week, so I've given you a lot of time to prepare for this. Who would like to go first?
Oh no, it's school all over again.
I'll go first.
Sam, what's your alternate ending?
All right, I had to go big. So what I thought was my ultimate ending would be it's the same scene where Picard and Jack are hugging after the whole Borg thing, but instead of the Enterprise, there's just a shuttlecraft, and then the transporter happens, and it's Miles O'Brien. Roll credits done.
The greatest man in the universe. So.
That's how we got the title.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not bad, not bad. It'd be good if there's any alternate endings in the chat. We'd love to hear them too. Amy's just put a call out there for them. I think we'll go Ashlyn next.
Sure. I think it would just be wonderful if Daniel sent Archer into the future, maybe to the Discovery timeline, and Michael encourages him, hey, you should go back on the holodeck and kind of go see your past. And so then Archer goes and he watches the season 3 finale, and he takes the place of the cook on the Titan. And you don't see any action scenes. You just see Archer leaving the holodeck, and he goes and talks to some people, and then he comes back, and that's his favorite idea of a finale.
So the cook who takes the helm is really
That's
Archer in disguise.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
all you trolls out there who are blowing up about why have they got a cook, blah blah blah. It was part of the story, guys.
Yes.
Come on.
A callback to These Are the Voyages.
Yes,
Oh my God.
yes. I just think Archer needs revenge, so he's got to ruin his own finale. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, Chrissy in the chat says, Ashley wins. I don't need to hear anymore.
Brilliant, Ashlyn. I'm gonna go to Lars. Lars, give us your alternate ending.
Okay, so bear with me here. I had a few ideas across the board. So, in the end of the series, the Borg do meet their ultimate dude, but instead of 7 of 9 becoming the Starfleet captain of the Enterprise, She opts to retire with Raffi to Metalis Prime and opens a convenience store appropriately named 7-Eleven. Geordi and Data go back to the Fleet Museum and start their own reality show where they restore old starships to their former glory. The show is entitled Extreme Starship Makeover. Worf stars in a 25th century revival of the show about a Klingon warrior monk entitled Kirk Fu.
Wow.
Call back to when you came on. I see what you're
There you
doing
go.
there.
Oh dear.
Michael and Troy go on to be the most prolific human/Betazoid counseling team, and they work to fix relationships between Betazoids and their romantic partners. They are the subject of a documentary called Restoration Anxiety. And most importantly, but last, Jack, Q, and a reappeared Wesley decided to form a traveling touring band called Q's Traveler.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you. I mean, you were asked just to prepare one, but 4's fine.
Hey, Julian can't be the only one to overperform this time.
Overachieve is the 7-Eleven was hilarious. All right, so the giraffe is just like, what is going on? Julian, wrap this up for us. Give us your alternate ending.
So Ashley and I are of the same mind. I went kind of similar. Same thing. Jack and Jean-Luc are hugging, right? And Jack decides to leave the collective and make the hero move, right? And then you hear in the background, computer and program, and it's a Starfleet Academy instructor going, "All right, cadet, good job. That was the right decision." And they're like, oh, and Picard's like, "Oh, good job, son. I'm very proud of you." And it cuts to the shuttlecraft, and Bev and Jean-Luc are there, and he's still an ensign. He's still the little nepo baby, and they go into space dock. "Oh, Jack, you never told me what post you have." "Oh yeah, Dad. It's a good ship. It's a good ship." And then you hear the lower decks theme, and it's the USS Cerritos. And
Yes.
Jack gets the lower decks treatment on the hull, and then he gets to do navigation duty on the bridge, and gets yelled at by none other than Captain Beckett Mariner.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was wondering if you were going to go Mariner or Boimler as the captain.
I love her. She's my chaos energy.
That is brilliant. Yeah, and having him going and sleeping in the hallway and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
None of this like,
He
you're
needs that.
Names don't mean shit.
Yeah, none of this like straight away, you're the special counselor to the captain.
What the hell is
What
that?
the
That's
fuck
crazy.
even is that?
He didn't even go to the academy. Yeah.
She's like, "Sit here, Jackie boy, you get to be my special counselor."
Like, that's not Naomi Wildman. I'm sorry, Seth.
Right, Ashlyn, right.
Yeah.
Or Neelix.
Right. Well, okay, those were all epic and amazing. Now, we need a winner. We need a winner. And Amy, I think this is going to be worth some points. So let's dish out 5 points for this. 5 whole points. So based on your reaction and the reaction from our live viewers in the chat, who has the best alternate ending? Who should be submitting to Terry Matalas, getting them to refilm the ending of the series for their ending?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. 5 points, you guys. Seriously, well done. Lars, I'm loving the 7-Eleven and the extreme ship. And that you got all of them. I totally love that. And Miles O'Brien, because he is the greatest engineer. Okay. All right. It's definitely, I was stalling while I was getting the chat people. All right. The 5 points and the winner of the alternate ending goes to Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's unanimous in the chat. It's
Yeah.
although we did. So go.
I'm just hoping Terry doesn't rewrite the ending. Terry, I don't want this.
Yeah.
Just to be clear. Please do not listen to me.
Apart from the special counselor, we're very happy with what happened.
Yes.
Although, who's this? We've got Global Girl 55 was a fan of the Cerritos ending, so we did have a vote for that. Although Giraffe was probably going to instigate a riot if we picked anyone else other than Ashlyn. So
Well,
congratulations.
thank you, Draft, my advocate. Yes.
That is our quiz. Well done, everyone. Now, we do have to ask Amy, who is our ultimate Trexpert for this week, for this finale of the Trexperts quiz.
Yes.
Who's the winner?
Wait a minute.
I was like, what's the question? The ultimate winner. Okay, wait, but after the speed round, let me just give a little synopsis here.
Please do.
Yeah, the speed round. Oh my gosh, Julian, 11 points. You rapid fire.
On
Amazing.
fire. Yeah.
Ashlyn, you got 6 points. Come on, girl. Sam, 1.5 points. So, with all of that added up, we have Julian, our grand winner, 29.5 points. Woo, woo, woo.
Wow.
Cheers, Julian. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yes.
This was almost a redemption round, by the way, because apart from Sam, all of you lost your previous rounds. So congratulations, Julian. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels really good. I'm happy. Listen, I'll be the first to admit I'm competitive. I get a little cocky, so I wanted to win. I'm happy that I won, but I love just doing this with all of you. You guys all freaking rock, and I would do quizzes with you all again anytime, because y'all are the best.
So, Davey, Haven asked a question. Is this a season record for
what-
high score?
What was the score?
29.5.
I'm afraid not. So
That's all right.
the record is still held by Kelvin Wood from the BQN, who on our second episode, which was about Deep Space Nine, season 2 of all things, scored somewhere in the order of about 40 odd points. It was almost a near perfect score.
Wow.
His competitor basically just turned his webcam off and went and made some coffee. Love you, Christos. So, but still, in terms of just boom, boom, rapid fire energy, you did really, really well, Julian. And
Thank you.
I guess, Julian, I want to thank you as well for supporting myself and the show during this first season, and for welcoming me into the Strange New Pod family, and helping me grow my audience through your collective. It's been an amazing community to be a part of. So thank you so much.
You are very welcome. We love having you. I actually had a quick question for you, since this is a season finale.
Oh yeah.
Could I lay down a challenge? Is that allowed to create some drama going into season 2?
Oh, hello. Let's do it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
go
down
on.
with it? All right.
All right.
This is my fake championship belt, Giraffe. Hi. I am calling you out. We are doing round 2, champion versus champion, and I am challenging you, of course, with Davey's permission, to a straight up discovery quiz.
Ooh. She said no.
No, you can't say no. We have to do this. It'll be fun.
Before you even got it out, she just said, I'm not
I know.
doing it. I know what he wants to.
I
Did
know
you
what he
I
wants.
wanted to do? It's a discovery quiz.
Oh, dear. Now, before we get to everyone else, Julian, would you like to tell everyone where they can find you and your show online?
Yes, you could find me at Julian Has the Con anywhere on Twitter, Instagram. Also, it's literally Strange New Pod at Strange New Pod wherever you want to go, including our website. We are live every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, talking new Trek and all sorts of fun stuff. And we have a great Discord collective, so join us there. We love our listeners. We love our collective. So yeah, at Strange New Pod.
Beautiful. Thanks, Julian. And our runner-up, which was Sam, or our first alternate, if you will. So Sam, final words, and where can people find you online?
I just want to say, Davey, the biggest of thank yous to you, because when you brought us or brought me on your show with my Trill makeup and all, we had 100 listeners across every episode. And I think the day after the episode, the first episode I was on with you, we went up to about 300, and now we're sitting at about 1,650. And I
Wow.
fully attribute that to you. 100%. And we
Oh, that's
are,
amazing.
Stefai is not here right now, or else she would be bleeding into the frame. But we are both, I mean, it's why we mention you every episode, because we truly love you and we appreciate everything you've done for us. But hey, if you want to follow us, you can head over to Instagram and follow us at Love It First Pod. And we have a Patreon. Those are the only two socials we have.
Amazing. And if any of you have not listened to Love at First Pod, it is the adventures of Sam, a Star Trek obsessed geek, taking his wife, Sophie, someone who couldn't give a shit, on a journey through the Star Trek. And she just comes on and goes, "Well, I don't know what's happening. What is this?"
Very accurate.
Yeah, yeah, and as equal, my big thanks to you, Sam. You've been such a huge supporter of the show and this journey as well. And one of the things I wanted from this show was to find a community and to create and to have a platform where we can all just interact and help each other grow in this wonderful podcast verse. So thank you. I'll move on to our second alternate, which was Ashlyn. Ashlyn, final words from you, and where can people find you online?
Sure. Well, it's just a joy to be amongst so many Star Trek fans and nerds like all of us. And it really is humbling because we all think on our own pods, like, man, we're so smart, but really Julian is so smart. So it's we all have our strengths in our different ways. So Davey, just thank you so much for putting this game together. I think you have really I have seen so many other Star Trek quiz shows start up after yours began because I think everyone thought that's a really good idea.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
kudos to you for jumping on it. And Rhiannon and I here at the Duras Sisters podcast just love coming on. We are about to finish up our holodeck series. We have to talk about holodeck and Picard, but we wanted wait for the show to end, obviously. We are going to be started on the engineering series coming up. So we're going to talk about all the best engineers. And you can find us on all our social media at the Duras Sisters podcast. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
My
And
favorite Star Trek podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
You are
Love you guys.
Rihanna and Ashlyn are absolute superstars in the Star Trek podcasting community, and you were so kind in bringing me into that community, getting me into Captain Picard Week, and introducing me to Julian and the Strange New Pod team. So, thank you so much.
Yep. Teamwork here.
And I'll move on now to one of my patrons, this show's associate producer, and our final runner-up for the season, Mr. Lars Desenza. Lars, your final words and where people can find you online.
First of all, you guys suck. I'm out. In the same spirit as everybody else has said, Davey, it has been an absolute pleasure being able to get to know you a little bit more, be a part of this whole experience, be accepted as part of this community again, because I went through a very, very dark period of hating Star Trek for a very long time. And shows like this, shows like the Duras Sisters, and also I a little mini shout out to a show that was absolutely instrumental in reigniting my love for Star Trek, and that is an actual play Star Trek Adventures RPG game, our show called Starship Tempest. It has been wonderful being able to feel that love that was part of me be completely reignited, and coming on this show, talking to you about logos and design and production has just absolutely been a complete pleasure. And I'm telling you, when I go out anywhere on the road, this show is loaded on Spotify, ready to listen. I am always catching up with all these shows, especially this one. As such, on my show, Treknicity, we just finished the 6th season. We'll be starting the 7th season in early June. And you can find us on Instagram, at Treknicity. You can find our greater group, the Red Shirt Geeks, on Twitter and on Facebook, and also Instagram as Red Shirt Geeks. And then you can find all 9 years of our content at redshirtgeeks.tv.
Amazing. Now, Lars has been with me on this journey. We chat so much in our downtime, and we have a little reveal today. Now I'm in time for season 2. Now I've got it as my background at the moment, but I'm going to flash it up on the screen for those watching on YouTube. Lars has designed this fabulous new logo for me, which you can't see too well in the virtual background, but it is up on the screen for the YouTubers. This is our new logo for season 2. Now, there's a few variants of it, but this is my favorite because it is pride flag colors. Done so because I am a raging homosexual, so thank you for noticing that. And I'm so excited because this whole thing with the Starfleet symbol on the question mark is something I wanted from the beginning. So thank you so much, Lars, for your support the show both creatively and financially through Patreon. So I really do appreciate it.
It is absolutely my pleasure and my honor.
Amazing. And we will, of course, Amy Nelson, the fabulous counselor Amy Nelson, scorekeeper, adjudicator, just all-round amazing podcast host. If you want to talk about podcasting royalty, it's this woman right here. She, way back to like Trek FM days, all that kind of stuff. She is it's a legacy. It's a legacy.
Oh my gosh. All right, I've been around enough. I'm old. I get it.
Not where I was going with that, but anyway. Amy, where can people find you online?
Well, listen, you can find me right here on the BQN network where I'm co-hosting shows like Union Federation, which we're going to be talking New Trek and the Orville. So we're on the off season. We're going to throw in some more Orville episodes. So check us out there. Galaxy Class, which is all about Next Generation. And then All Good Things, which also on the network is just sort of all of Star Trek. And we have lots of fun series to discuss there. I am on Twitter at Miss Amy Nelson, but really our Facebook group, BQN Collective, is where you can find me.
Amazing. Thank you. And of course, do get along and check out everything going on the BQN. There's so many shows on the network, like All Good Things in Galaxy Class, History with the Zalagis, which is hosted by Chrissy D. Zalagi, who's been doing very well in the chat today. We've got Mickey's Marvels, Sasquatch, What's the Tea Bev? I always call What's the Tea Bev my unofficial sister show because Christos starting that show inspired me to start my own show. And my other new show as well, The Bargain Bin Gamer, spelled Gaymer. So,
and Captain's Couch.
Oh, Captain's Couch, of course, yes, Captain's Couch.
Our new Voyager show.
Our new Voyager show, Captain's Couch, who just recently did a rewrite of Voyager, theorizing what would have happened if Kez didn't leave, which is really, really interesting to go and listen to. Yeah. So that is it. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along on this journey. Season 1 has been a blast. From a small idea I had on my way to the gym one day to 24 episodes, which have been so much fun. I am buggering off to Europe for the next 5 weeks. If you want, you can potentially, if you watch the live second semi-final of the Eurovision Song Contest, you may see me and my partner Anthony with Kelvin Wood and his partner James from the BQN waving our flags. It's going to be a lot of fun. But of course, we will be back. I will be returning in June to do season 2 of the quiz. We will start recording again in late June. So if you were listening or watching along today and you thought that you could do better, then why not put your Latinum where your mouth is and register to be a contestant on season 2 of the Trexperts quiz. You can do this by heading over to our website, trexpertsquiz.com, filling out the form. It'll send me an email to make sure that I know that you want to be on the show. You can also just email me directly, trexpertsquiz@gmail.com, or hit us up on all the socials by searching for Trexperts Quiz. Also love to get any of your feedback. And in the meantime, All of these episodes are on. We've got a whole bunch of episodes on YouTube. There is even more in audio format wherever you get your podcasts from. And you can, of course, support the BQN network by going to patreon.com/BQN. Make sure you hit up all of the shows from all of my contestants here. They are well worth your time. But we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching along and playing along throughout this entire first season. That's it. Live long and prosper, everyone. We'll see you next time.